And this is a little bit of a internal me and Kyle kind of topic where we're just going to discuss something. I kind of want to do a full series on who should play our MCU X-Men, and who better to start with than Cyclops. So, do you want me to go first, Kyle, or?
Let me just go first because I've got a couple of names here.
Okay.
Just quickly. I can't lie. I'm not the biggest Cyclops guy. Not because I don't like the character. I just don't know the character. Callum, on the other hand, he really did grow up with the X-Men stuff, whereas I grew up with Spider-Man. So
yeah, which is kind of weird, isn't it? It's like
it's very cool, but yeah. But I'll list these. I think I've got 3 here.
Three. That's perfect. Do you want to do one? Yeah. I'll do one. You do one. I do one.
Okay, sure.
So your least likely pick to your most likely. Who you want the most?
Let me just get his name up. It's not that one. Sorry, there's just a lot of buff men on my screen right now.
Which
I just need to...
reminds me of watching the Bad Habits video yesterday where he did his biggest Marvel crush. Pretty good video. Chris Hemsworth came out on top. Can't argue with that, but I still said it's kind of a sin. Elizabeth Olsen's not in there. And Tessa Thompson, but... oh well, he told me to make my own list. So we might. Tomorrow's sexy Marvel characters.
Did you hear Clarkson is sexiest man 2 years in a row? Yeah. Anyways, great way to segment off. Jeremy Clarkson, I think you're joking.
Yeah. What did I say? Serious?
No, I do. I've not seen the show, but I've heard pretty good things about it. And just, I'm going off of general, just looks here. But he looks like he's got that sort of leadership thing, maybe. Alan Richardson.
From Reacher?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I've not seen the show. I've seen clips and trailers and things. I kind of get that vibe from it. He looks big and, Cyclops is primarily quite... whenever you see him in the comics, he does look very, ripped. So that art style kind of suits it, I guess.
You bastard, I really like that one. I do really like that one.
Yeah.
So that's your least likely pick?
Not because it's just I'm not too familiar.
Yeah.
Maybe it might go up further, maybe it might go lower, I'm not sure. But that's, right. Staying at that for now.
My least likely pick, I just want to mention them because I love this person so much, and I think they could actually do it, which is weird that we're doing this because this is both my 2 top Batman picks as well. Jensen Ackles
Okay.
As Cyclops. I feel like he could bring some to Cyclops, like the reverse of Soldier Boy. Like, Soldier Boy is that sort of rogue, but then switched it to someone who does stuff by the books, but in a goodies 2 shoes, and they're not a pushover either. Like, Cyclops isn't a pushover, and I feel like everyone says this, but the Fox films really did him dirty, making him be second fiddle to Wolverine. When everyone knows that's...
Yeah, I think Jensen Ackles, that's a good pick. I like that. I like your idea of he's able to... I think Jensen Ackles could definitely do it. Just with the tone of the character.
If he lost out on Batman, I'd want him to get this.
Yeah.
But we don't even know if he's up for Batman or not.
That's it, yeah. That's the one thing.
Who's your next one?
My next one,
I swear to if it's fucking Wesley Snipes or you say Blade, Kyle.
Henry Cavill.
Okay. That's...
Henry Cavill. It's such a common thing, but it's my number 2.
It is a common pick, but do you know what?
But it'd be good.
It would be good, and when we talked about him being cast in Marvel, I said he would make a great Scott Summers if they'd put him in that role. Now, he's not on my list, in my top 3, but that is a great pick for it.
Yeah, he's just got that sort of like kind, thing about him, when he played Superman, he can be kind, but you've seen him in other films. He can can put his foot down and be like, no. And it's kind of the same with for all its faults in Batman v Superman, when Clark is finding out about this Batman vigilante, and he's like, he goes to confront him as Superman, and he puts his foot down.
Yeah.
I feel like he definitely could bring that to the Cyclops character and really help
definitely.
it.
And he's done the laser eyes before, so they don't have to teach you how to do that.
Yeah. I mean, he's if you're gonna cast someone who can do laser eyes.
Yeah. It's a pretty good pick.
Only thing I'd say against it is just with Henry Cavill's schedule. Obviously, doing Warhammer. This guy is very busy, and taking a big commitment like Cyclops would,
because
I feel like they want Cyclops. Yeah, they want Cyclops to be at the forefront.
Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards, and whoever's going to be playing Cyclops would also probably be one of them front runners.
That's it, yeah.
And then probably joined by a Spider-Man or a new Captain America, something along them lines. I like Henry Cavill, and a lot of people might go, Henry Cavill's chosen to do everything. Because he's good. He's good. He is pretty good. A film I like to look at him and go, that was a really good quality performance, is The Man from U.N.C.L.E. I actually really like him in that.
I've seen that. I can't remember the film, though. I need to watch it again. I think I enjoyed it. I can't remember.
Yeah.
I watched it when I was quite tired.
Right. But yeah, my number 2 pick. I'm going with Glenn Powell. Obviously, a lot of people want him to be Hal Jordan right now in the DC universe. I think he'd make a great Hal Jordan. But I also think he'd make a great Cyclops. There's something about him, the way he acts, and I think maybe if he just toned it down a little bit, he'd make a pretty good Cyclops. Obviously, he's got that physical presence. I think most of these people do that we're talking about, especially Alan Richardson.
Yeah.
But no, Glenn Powell for me, I feel like he's sooner or later, he's floating around a lot, and he is going to be cast in DC or Marvel. One of them's going to pick him up sooner or later. And why not Cyclops? I think he'd do a great job at it. Especially from Top Gun. He had such a small but pivotal role in that. He was great. And if Devotion that he did with Jonathan Majors, I was going to say R.I.P. then for Jonathan Majors for some reason.
I mean, he's basically dead in the industry, so...
But yeah, he was good in that as well. But drum roll, please, Kyle. Who is your number 1 pick for Cyclops? And I swear to fucking God, if you say Blade or Wesley Snipes...
Daisy Ridley. No, it's Glenn Powell.
Is that your number 1?
Yeah.
All right.
I just think from the little bit I've seen, obviously in Top Gun, and I've seen him in a couple other things.
So that's why you kept your mouth shut just then, innit? Because you didn't want to say too. But yeah, all right, yeah.
So I think he'd be a great pick. Again, I don't know the Cyclops character too well, so I'm just basing it off of vibes that I've gotten from majority of the cartoon show, the animated series, and from what you've told me, obviously. So, but I think just going over the points again that you've said, I think he definitely looks it, and he could probably make it really cool to be Cyclops, because that's what we need, I think. The animated show did it really well. They made him really cool, and respect to the dude who did him in the original X-Men films, but
James Marsden.
Yeah, they could have done him.
Like I say, it was never done him cool. Same what we said about Daisy Ridley earlier. It was never a Daisy Ridley problem. It was never a James Marsden problem. When he got to shine, he shined, but he was always playing second fiddle to Wolverine.
Yeah, and I feel like Glenn Powell he's just got that thing about him where it's like he can be the main guy in the room.
Yeah. No, definitely. He looks like he could lead.
Yeah.
And I like it as a number 1. Obviously, I like it as number 1 because it's my number 2 pick. But my number one pick is going to go against everything we have just said. But I love this pick for my number one. And I wouldn't be shocked if this actually happened. Austin Butler. Yeah, he might need to bulk up a little bit, but acting-wise, this guy can bring it.
I gotta be honest, I feel like Austin Butler would make a great Gambit.
Do you know what he would do? He would make a pretty good Gambit as well, but that's another video for another day. But yeah, Austin Butler is my Cyclops pick. Especially, have you seen Elvis?
I have seen Elvis, yeah.
He was great in that.
He's kind of locked into that accent now, hasn't he? He can't really get rid of it.
Yeah. So that's it. If he gets locked into accents, imagine he gets locked into that Cajun Gambit accent. It's just that a red carpet. Mon ami.
I fuck with it.
Austin, like your dress.
I think that, it would have been my top 3.
I was just going, like, working down from age as well. I was, like, thinking, by the time this comes out, you know, I mean, Austin Butler and Glenn Powell might be around the same age, but he definitely looks younger, Austin Butler, to Glenn Powell. And after what we've just seen in Doom Part 2 as well, he was phenomenal in that.
Maybe in, like, when it comes to Cyclops, they wanted to already make him sort of well-established and, like, have that, you know, older type of tone to him, because you got to think that they kind of want him having, you know, if you put Wolverine in there and Wolverine feels like the older guy, you're gonna have the same problem again, I think.
I don't think we're seeing Wolverine until, I've said this many times, I don't think we're seeing him until our third MCU X-Men movie.
Well, we'll see. You know, but that's where I stand with it. If they do decide to put Wolverine in there, they kind of need someone who can sort of still maintain the main character thing with all that the Wolverine mantle holds.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, no, definitely. But right, we'll just run down our lists one more time before we go. So, Kyle, hit us with yours.
So it was Alan Richardson. And then... fucking eyes. Wow. Obviously, Henry Cavill. I don't know why I forgot that one. And Glenn Powell was number 1 pick.
And mine was Jensen Ackles, Glenn Powell, and Austin Butler. Let us know, guys, who you thought were the, you know, not who had the better list, but who do you think the best option is out of these names?
Yeah, I'll write your own list.
Let us know. Or just let us know who you want to see. Because it might be something like, Kyle said Alan Richardson to me, and I was like, I actually really like that one. He might be a bit too big for some people, but I still think... I think he could pull it off.
I mean, fuck it. I mean, look at the Spider-Man castings we've had. Look at the Wolverine that we got with Hugh Jackman. I think it's beyond that now.
Yeah.
You know, just these little things here and there. If they can make it work and fit the character, then it's fine.
Yeah. But right. I think that'll do us for today because, oh my god, we've been going long. Nearly an hour today.
Big boy video.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. We will see you guys. If there's something worth talking about tomorrow, we'll smash something out. If they ain't, me and Kyle will be smashing each other. So,
on Avengers, on the game.
Oh, yeah.
We are losers. We are playing that game again.
Yes.
Nostalgia. We miss playing it.
We like throwing, I like throwing shields, and Kyle likes throwing babies off buildings. So, thanks for watching, guys. Like, subscribe, share, show us to your mother, all that fun stuff, and we will see you guys in hell.